Good evening, everybody. It's Jed Joling with eXp Realty in Southern Oregon, and I've got a Southern Oregon market update for you. Today, it's Monday, July 24th, and we're going to run through the numbers and statistics and what's going on here with our local real estate market. So right now, between Jackson and Josephine counties, which are our main two counties here in Southern Oregon, we are sitting at 1,126 active single-family residential listings on our market. So in comparison to where we were a year ago, today we are at 1,305 last year. So we're down 14% from that active listing count number last year. This previous week, we saw 84 new listings hit the market, 105 pending, and 75 closed and 20 off the market due to expired or canceled listing contracts. So in comparing those numbers to our 4-week average, we are down 38.5 on the new listing count. We're down 3.5 on the pending count, and we're down 6 on the closed count. And if we take those numbers and compare them to last year's numbers this same week, we're down 40% on the new listing count. We're down 3.7% on the pending count. We're down 25% on the closed count. So nothing too notable there in the pending or the closed count, but we are down quite a bit compared to the 4-week average and compared to last year's the same week in our new count. With only 84 new listings this last week in the residential category, we're running at 122.5 on our 4-week average, and we had 138 this same week last year. I'm not sure why we had such a low amount this last week. Normally there's an explanation, like a holiday or some sort of event or something, bad weather. We had warm weather, but it was sunny. It was good weather. So I'm not really sure why we had such a low amount. It just happened to happen this week. All in all, this 4-week average running at 81 closed listings per week with an active listing count of 1,126 puts us at 3.2 months of inventory on our market. So essentially, if we stopped all new listings today, it would take us 3.2 months to run out of what we have on the market at the current rate of buying. The mortgage rates right now, 30-year fixed conventional mortgage rate, national average is 6.99%. The 30-year fixed FHA national average is at 6.59%. 1 year ago, we were at 5.54 on the conventional and 5.14 on the FHA. Purchase mortgage applications were down 1.27% week over week this last week. The refi mortgage applications were up 7.3% week over week though, and I think that was due to the lower rates, not much lower, but lower than we had seen in a few weeks. And people were taking advantage of that, possibly just to do some home remodels or whatever they needed to refinance for. The Fed meets this Wednesday to decide what they want to do with the Fed funds rate. Previously, they had talked about doing 2 more rate hikes this year, probably at 0.25% each time. But every time the Fed meets, regardless of what they said prior, they always look at the data, the new data that's come out for the inflation in the month of June, the employment in the month of June. They're going to look at all of that, and they're going to make their determination off of that, not off of what they had said before. And sometimes it's better or worse than what they said before. So nobody really knows at this point what they're going to do this week. There's speculation either way, of course, like there always is. But right now, I think that my personal opinion is they will either leave it status quo or they'll do a rate bump. I don't think they're going to reduce rates by any means, but I'm kind of leaning more to they're going to leave it probably the way it sits right now. And maybe they'll attack one more rate hike in the next month or two, but we'll find out. So we had noted the low amount of new listings this week, and that brings me to this next short discussion on our active listing count. So this same week last year was when we topped out with our active listing count. So we were just over 1,300 active listings on the market, and we started to decline from this week on last year. This year, I believe we may have already topped out on the week of July 10th. We were up at around 1,130 active listings that week, and we have very slowly been declining. We aren't down much from there, but there's no indication with a low listing count that we had this week that we are going to see us go beyond that number. based off the historical data, looking at last year and the year before, it looks like we are going to start declining now on the active listing count going into the late summer and fall and winter, and then it will come back around in spring and summertime of next year, start going back up. All in all, we've got a decent market still. Things are still moving. People are still selling. People are still buying. It may not be as fast as McDonald's fast food like it has been for the last couple years, but things are still active, and our current active days on average days on market is between 40 and 50 days for each county. So really not too terrible. Obviously, some things are going to sell faster than others, and depending on where you're at and what your price point is, that will affect it as well. But feel free to get a hold of me. Have any questions about buying, selling, or just about our market, or just about anything involved in real estate. I'm more than happy to help. Everybody have a great week. We'll talk to you real soon. Thank you for watching.